the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They come in on a one-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Yeah, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4 quarterback from Western Kentucky by way of South Florida. It's Mike White.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
From the 27, White. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's our time. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun on third down, White. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Cedric Wilson. Incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On the return, Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So here are the Saints under longtime head coach Sean Payton. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Well, I know one thing in baseball, you want to have your closer, right, to finish off games. How about finishing off the season? Last week, Week 16, he was the NFC Offensive Player of the Week as he looks forward to this one here to close out the year.
And, of course, he'll have the playoffs to look forward to. Already clinched a berth there, but indeed a great Week 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Good job, good job.
Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
On third down, Mayfield. We're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Let's go.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. A gain of 3, second down. We run through the starters now defensively for Carolina. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Push him back. Push him back.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Check safety. Check safety.
On 1st and 10, White. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. White looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
On the set.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquil. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Now this is caught by Jackson. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down.
Ringo.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On 1st down, Grant. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 51 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mayfield looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch out.
Here's Grant. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
This is Grant. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
Check 4, check 4.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards.
Kill, turn up.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay.
Pick, baby. Don't throw this way.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run with Grant. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. from the 35 on second down. Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Stop your whining.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
We take a look at Mike White as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to bounce that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
On second down, Hilliard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
10 Lobo.
A loss of 1 brings up third.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
I'll start offense.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got him for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
Showed a good move, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Brings up 2nd and 14.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. White throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
White's pass.
Come on, set.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. Let's go.
To throw, White. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 29, Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
180.
Mayfield now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it, and he whips that one incomplete there. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And again, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Next, the score, Saints 10.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people looked at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that. Aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Hilliard, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
Check 24.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, Hilliard, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's White, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
And the Saints 1st down.
3 down.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down, Saints.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, he's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
50 wants the bite. 50 wants the bite.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Mayfield down. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Holding. Offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Ready.
On 1st down, it's White. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. White, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Aitman, complete. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Come on now, let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Set, baby. Good job.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it's been Baker Mayfield with a strong first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing, Mayfield. Hard throw, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Here's Hilliard, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, White throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morgan.
Got it.
Complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's White. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Good track, good track.
1st down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Everyone got 4. 4 down.
Delay of game. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On the delay, this is Murray. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to their 1st down.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, this is Hilliard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. 1 yard gain.
They'll run again with Hilliard.
At the 37-yard line.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now White. That one is caught by Hunt, and he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down in midfield. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. That'll make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's White. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, White. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one, maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. It was Nick Nelson that time who got a hand in to break that one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Here's White. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now White with a first down throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hilliard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. White operating from the gun. And he completes it to Hunt. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Operating from the gun. White got an open man. It's Aitman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? Third and goal. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. To throw is White. Throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Start offense.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Rip right, rip right.
Go. Now.
On 1st and 10, White. And this will be incomplete.
Ready, set.
How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the buck.
Let's go. Let's go.
White now on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Now White throwing on 1st down. Now White lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing on 1st down. White got his man complete over the middle. That's Morgan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White, throw to the right, caught by Aitman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's White. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
White throwing again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, White. And Wilson has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, hit it.
To throw is White, operating from the gun. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Single receiver, snap.
White now to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
At the
Man, give me
16-yard line.
traps. Let's go.
On 1st down, Hilliard. He will push his way down to about the 14. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Ready.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
We
At the 14-yard line.
Come. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. White. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
50, plant.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Come on, dude. Let's go.
Now White throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Daniels racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Here we go.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
You better be afraid of me. Big Ripper.
On 4th down, White. And that is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Here's White. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Defense, let's go.
White. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Mike Daniels, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Saints will have the football back. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, Mayfield. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards that time.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Deshaun Jackson. 5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, Murray. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
They go back to Grant. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
A gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for New Orleans, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they're going to bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 2-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future.